Have you ever sat down in the evening, slipped your hands under a blanket and realized, my fingers are absolutely freezing? Maybe you're watching your favorite show with your spouse, and they're perfectly comfortable, but you're over there secretly rubbing your hands together like you're trying to start a campfire. Or you wake up in the middle of the night, slide your feet out from under the covers, and they feel like 2 blocks of ice that somehow got attached to your ankles. And the worst part? When you mention to someone younger, they smile and say, "Oh, yeah, I get cold hands sometimes too." And you just want to look at them and say, "Honey, you have no idea." Because this isn't the occasional chilly fingers you had at 35. This is different. This is persistent. This is every single day. And if you're watching this right now, I already know something about you. You're not here because you're dramatic. You're here because you've quietly wondered, is something wrong with me? Am I the only one who feels this way? Sweet friend, you're not the only one. And there is nothing wrong with you. What you're feeling is incredibly common after 60, sometimes after 50, and it's your body's way of whispering 5 very specific things it needs you to hear. Today we're going to sit together, just you and me, and talk about all 5 of them honestly, gently, and with a whole lot of grace, because you've earned that. By the time this video is over, I hope you'll close your laptop or put down your phone and feel 2 things. Deeply understood, quietly hopeful, because every single one of these reasons has something you can do, something kind, something that actually helps. So go grab that extra cardigan, maybe a warm drink, and let's talk about what your cold hands and feet are really trying to tell you. Number 1, the quiet loss that nobody warns you about, muscle. I want you to picture something for just a second. Think about the strongest, most active version of yourself, maybe in your 30s or 40s. Now imagine that version of you generating heat just by existing. Your thighs, your arms, even your back and shoulders, every ounce of muscle is like a tiny little furnace, keeping you warm without you even thinking about it. Here's what nobody tells you when you blow out the candles on your 60th birthday cake. Starting around age 50, most of us lose about 1–2% of our muscle mass every single year if we're not actively telling our body, "Hey, I still need this." That doesn't sound like much, does it? 1–2%. But over 10 or 15 years, that's 10–30% of the muscle you once had, quietly, gently melting away like spring snow. And muscle isn't just for carrying groceries or looking good in a sleeveless dress. Muscle is your body's space heater. When you have less muscle, you simply produce less heat, period. Your hands and feet feel it first because they're the farthest from your heart, and they were already the coldest parts of you to begin with. I want you to meet Evelyn. She's 74, and she wrote to me last winter. She said, "I used to be the warmest person in any room. I was a school bus driver for 28 years, always in short sleeves, even in January. Now I wear gloves inside my own house, and I feel ashamed." Evelyn thought she was just getting old. But when she started doing the gentlest strength exercises, twice a week with a set of 3-pound weights while watching her morning news, something beautiful happened. Within 6 weeks her hands weren't warm yet, but they weren't ice anymore. By spring, she sent me a photo of herself outside planting tulips, no gloves, smiling like she'd won the lottery. Because here's the part that will make you cry if you let it. Your body is not done building warmth. It never is. Even at 74, even at 84. It just needs you to remind it in the softest way possible. I still want to feel warm from the inside out. We'll talk about exactly how to do that without joining a gym or hurting yourself later in the video. But for now, just hear this. Your cold hands are not a life sentence. They're an invitation. Number 2, the hidden way your circulation is changing and why it feels worse some days than others. You probably heard the word circulation thrown around a million times. But I want to tell you something most doctors never take the time to explain. After 60, your blood vessels are not the same bouncy, flexible garden hoses they used to be. They get a little stiffer, a little narrower in places, and the tiny little muscles that use to squeeze and relax, pushing blood all the way to your fingertips and toes. Those muscles get tired. It's called reduced vasomotor tone. But all that really means is your body has to work harder to get warm to the farthest corners. And here's why some days are worse. When you're stressed, when you haven't moved in a while, when you're dehydrated, or when the air is dry, your body goes into protect the core mode. It pulls blood away from your hands and feet to keep your heart, brain, and organs safe. That's actually very smart of your body. But it leaves your fingers and toes out in the cold, literally. My friend Robert is 69, retired firefighter. Big, strong guy. He told me last Christmas he sat through his granddaughter's school play with bright purple fingertips. He was mortified, thought everyone was staring. Turns out Robert drinks maybe 2 cups of water a day because he's never thirsty. When he started carrying a pretty water bottle, the kind with the time markers on the side, and sipping all day long, something shifted. His color came back. His nails stopped looking bluish. Hydration is the cheapest, kindest circulation gift you can give yourself. We'll put a whole list of gentle circulation helpers in the description. Things like contrast showers, ginger tea, and the magic of compression gloves that don't look medical at all. But for now, just know your blood is still willing. It just needs a little more love getting to the places that matter to you. Number 3, the hormone shift that steals warmth. Ladies, lean in close for this one. Gentlemen, please don't skip because this affects you too. Starting in perimenopause and continuing for the rest of our lives, estrogen levels drop. And estrogen was doing a lot more than we ever gave her credit for. One of her quiet jobs? Helping keep blood vessels relaxed and open. When she steps back, blood vessels can tighten up more easily. And guess where you feel that first? Hands, feet, tip of your nose. For men, it's a slower drop in testosterone that does something similar. I want you to meet Diane. She's 67, former nurse, always ran hot. After menopause, she started waking up with freezing feet. So bad she'd have to get out of bed and walk around until they thawed. Her doctor kept checking her thyroid, but everything looked fine. Diane finally asked for a trial of low-dose hormone therapy, just a tiny patch, because she said, "I miss feeling like me." Within 3 weeks, she texted me a voice note crying happy tears. "My feet are warm again. I didn't realize how much I had been missing warmth until I got it back." Now listen, I'm not telling everyone to run out and start hormones. That's between you and your doctor. But I am telling you that it's okay to admit when something that used to work in your body isn't working the same anymore, and it's okay to ask for gentle help. There are also plant-based ways to support estrogen-like activity. Red clover tea, ground flax seeds. Things will link below. Your body is not broken. It's just speaking a slightly different language now, and it's waiting for you to learn how to answer. Number 4, the one everyone blames on anemia, but usually isn't. Your thyroid is just getting quieter. I'm going to say something controversial, but I'm going to say it with love. Most people who are told your thyroid is normal for your age are actually being told your thyroid is low normal, and we don't treat low normal. But low normal after 65 often feels terrible. Your thyroid is the master thermostat of your body. When it slows down, everything slows down, including heat production. Cold hands and feet are often the very first whisper of a thyroid that's asking for a little support. My neighbor Carol, 71, had been cold for 6 years. Her TSH was 4.7. Doctor said totally normal. She finally found a doctor willing to try a tiny dose of levothyroxine. 3 months later, she walked into my kitchen without a sweater in December and said, "I forgot what warm felt like." Again, not everyone needs medication, but everyone deserves to have their ferritin, their vitamin D, their B12 checked, because those feed the thyroid too. And if your doctor says it's normal for your age, it's okay to ask gently, would we treat this number the same if I were 35? Because you still deserve to feel warm at 70. Number 5, the emotional reason your body literally feels colder. This is the one nobody puts in medical textbooks. But every single person over 70 I've ever asked nods quietly when I say it. Stress, loneliness, and grief make your body colder. Not metaphorically, literally. When you're carrying worry, when you miss someone who used to hold your hand, when the house is quieter than it's ever been, your nervous system shifts into a low-level survival mode. And one of the first things it does? Cuts blood flow to your hands and feet to preserve core heat. It's the same reason your fingers go white when you're terrified. I want you to meet Margaret. She's 78. Lost her husband 2 years ago. She told me, "My hands haven't been warm since the night he died. It's like my body went into mourning too." Margaret started a tiny ritual. Every evening she lights a candle, plays one of the big band songs they use to dance in the kitchen, and holds her own hands while the song plays. She said, "I pretend he's warming them for me." Within weeks, she noticed something astonishing. Her hands were pink again. Not always, but more and more, because warmth isn't just physical. It's emotional, it's relational, it's spiritual. Your body is telling you, in the gentlest way it knows how, I need more love flowing through me, from you, from others, from life. And when you give it that, even in tiny doses, a phone call to a friend, a hug from a grandchild, a prayer, a tear you finally let fall, the warmth comes back. So here we are, friend. 5 reasons, 5 messages. Your body isn't failing you. It's talking to you. It's saying, move with me a little. Drink water like it's love. Ask for the help you deserve. Let yourself be held, even if it's just by your own 2 hands. If even one of these landed softly in your heart today, would you do something for me? Look down at your hands right now. Really look at them. These are the hands that have held babies, stirred soup, signed mortgage papers, wiped tears, waved goodbye, and applauded at graduations. They deserve warmth. And you, sweet soul, you deserve to feel warm from the inside out for as many years as you're blessed to walk this earth. In the description you'll find a printable warm hands, warm heart daily checklist, my favorite gentle 10-minute string videos for seniors, the ginger cayenne circulation tea recipe. Everyone writes to me about a list of questions to kindly bring to your doctor, and a private Facebook group where thousands of us share what's working. If you're still here with me, please type the words, "I deserve warmth," in the comments. I read every single one, and I will answer as many as I can. And if today helped even a little, please hit that thumbs up. It tells YouTube to show this to someone else who's sitting alone tonight with cold fingers and a heavy heart. Thank you for trusting me with your time, and with something as tender as how your body feels. You are not alone. You are deeply loved, and warmth, real, deep, lasting warmth, is still possible for you. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay as warm as you possibly can.